And when we were doing promotion on Weibo, we put up a picture. It looks like this. Do you know what it feels like to light it up? Okay. Here's what it looks like from the front. And now, once again, let's light it up. Do you want to look at it from the behind? A lot of the internet users have tapped into their ingenuity and come up with some very interesting renderings. And here it is what it looks like in reality. I'm sure none of you have seen anything like this before. So Mix Alpha is not a foldable screen. It does not come with a waterfall display, but it represents the future. What the cell phone looks like in the future. So when we place the three sides together and when we light it up, it looks like this. Magnificent, isn't it? In fact, it comes with one screen that wraps around the entire cell phone from the front to the side and all the way to the back. If we have to calculate the screen to body ratio, then it is as high as 180%. So a screen like this is called by my colleagues fondly as surround display 360. Heartwarming, isn't it? And our marketing department also prepared a video that describes to you the features of this surround display. So let's take a look. Isn't it fascinating? And this cell phone model feels like a door to the future in a dark world. It feels like a spacecraft that is to set its course into the space, but now is parked in the dark valley. It looks like a magical cube that captures the wonders of the universe in an airy desert. It's all because it glows throughout its body. It looks almost futuristic. So as you can imagine, we have invested a lot in its development, and so have we invest a lot in developing its promotional video. So let's take a look. Let's take a look.
In a world of infinite possibilities, where will your next adventure take you? Perhaps you find yourself taking your own path. You choose this path, not because it will lead somewhere, but for the feeling of excitement, uncertainty, exploration. Challenge the impossible to make the future possible. Introducing Mi Mix Alpha, surround display 5G concept smartphone. delivering a true bezel-less experience with its 4D surrounding curved display. Explore a future without limits. Mi Mix Alpha, surround display 5G concept smartphone.
You're holding a magic cube in your hand. So let me show you what it looks like in reality. Okay, let me unlock it. Okay, this side is back. On the side, astonishing, isn't it? Amazing. And a whole screen wrapping around the entire cell phone. We believe this is the future of cell phone. What cell phone looks like in the future. I'll turn to this side if you want to take any photos. Okay, on its back. Thank you. Okay, to this side. And its back. The back side. In a few moments, you'll see this in the demonstration zone outside this hall. So for something this cool, it's made reality because of a lot of technologies, of which the most difficult one is the surround display. Technically speaking, this is a flexible screen that is doubly folded, but if we want to make a flexible screen into this double-sided folded structure, it's enormously difficult. And not just that, we will have to overcome a lot of other technical difficulties. I am talking about its assembling order, display layer, screen lamination. I don't really want to turn it into a tech lecture, but let me just walk you through with the basics. There are two producers that claim to have developed a screen like this. The announcement was made at the beginning of this year, but has not been put into mass production.
But surround display is even much more complicated and sophisticated. In order to have such a surround display, we need to make more extreme explorations on full screen. Apart from surround effect, we also need to solve other problems such as the top and the bottom side parts of the display, and also the earpiece and the speaker. And about 2 years ago, we used this vibration model for it, but this time we chose a new technology that is called this in-display sound system. And also the sound effect is perfect. We use this new vibration units to put it on the display, so the quality of the sound is improved a lot. And also we use this in-display sound technology to produce ultrasonic wave to detect the range and the distance. And also the bottom bezel is 2.15 millimeter. It is almost invisible. And the most difficult thing for it is antenna. On the surround display, there is no side frame. In the previous mobile phones, we can find the side frames, and this time we don't have the side frames. There is a chamber for the antenna. We put all the antennas on this side. and we adopted this LCP integrated antenna designing. It is able to integrate 5 major frequency bands for 5G. It is really challenging, and also with a smaller chamber for antenna, we need to redesign the way of packaging. For the ordinary smartphones, there is this drive processor, and for the full screen, we put this drive processor at the bottom of this bezel. But this time we put it here, and also the side buttons. All the buttons are shown on the display, and also there are pressure sensitive displays on the two sides, and we put buttons on the two sides. It provides a very good haptic experience. And how about front camera? Another issue. Actually, in the full screen technology, the most difficult thing is how to solve the front camera issue. The 4 major formats of full screen technologies are the pop-up full screen, the waterfall full screen. But all these solutions are not perfect. And this time, the surround display solve this issue this way. Do we use the in-display camera or pop-up camera? Which way? To be honest, if you know surround display very well, actually you will not ask this question. You can just turn it over or turn it around. You can use the camera on the back as a front camera. So we don't need, actually we do not need front camera at all. So many mobile phone makers are using the in-display, in-screen camera, and Xiaomi has also been working on it. We are expecting to have a technological breakthrough, but when it comes to surround display, we don't have to use such a complicated technology. You can just turn it around. So Mix Alpha is based on a series of technological explorations. All listed here, I will not elaborate on them. With this fantastic surround display, how about the interactive experience? We really have to invest a lot on that. And it works perfectly with MIUI 11 with graceful font and the great haptic feedback, just like the physical buttons. And also, when it comes to surround display, what kind of synergy will MIUI 11 and Mix Alpha create? Let's look at the notification message. The whole side is lightened up, and also when it is charged, it looks like this. Fascinating, isn't it? Because it is all display, and also when you play games, you can't imagine how impressive it is. And also when you are reading, you have content on the front, and information and reminders on the two sides. And also when you turn the display around, the backside will turn into a display. And also on the back, we have this interface. It will show the applications we usually use. For instance, when you want to find a taxi, or you want to take the high-speed train, you can find all these services on the back. And we have a video showing how what kind of experience you can get. Let's take a look. And also, how do you prevent touching by mistake? As you have displays on all sides, how do you prevent this issue? We have spent most of time on this. Currently, the solution we have adopted is to combine multi-sensors with AI algorithm to find out at what moments you need to touch the display. We have invested a lot on that. Apart from the surround display, this concept model also features some bold endeavors on camera. The 100 million pixel count. Mix Alpha is the first mobile phone with this 108 MP camera in the world. It has crossed the boundary of the 100 million pixel count. In recent years, Xiaomi has invested heavily on camera. This year we have launched this 48 MP camera smartphone, and last month we launched the 64 MP camera smartphone, and today we launched this concept model with 108 MP camera. That means the resolution is 12,032 by 9,024. So let's have a comparison of the image taken by different cameras of different pixel counts. To have so many pixels in the image, how about the photo-sensitive component? We use this 1.33-inch ultra-large photo-sensitive component. It is several times larger than the ordinary components, and compared to the flagship smartphones of other mobile phone makers, it is thousands times bigger. So just imagine how fantastic the image taken by the camera is. For instance, for the P30 Pro, the image of the camera is based on this 1.7-inch photo-sensitive component. But for Mix Alpha, this sensor is much bigger. To give you a more straightforward comparison, this is the mainstream module used on the flagship smartphones. The module for 48 MP camera. So how does the 108 MP module look like? It is 4 times larger in size. So how to incorporate in the smartphone? That will be a challenge for the stacking. Let's look at the front side. The camera is this big. Apart from this 1.33-inch module and output pictures with 100 million pixel, and the macro pixel count is 1.6 millimeter. Also, it has this anti-vibration function, also SOCL Plus, and the Smart ISO. So this camera is supported by the series of technologies. Let's look at a clip about some photos taken by the camera. This is a picture we have posted on Weibo, an image of a model. We will enlarge it twice and 4 times, 8 times. If you look at, you can see every single piece of the eyelash of the model. Well, I know that you are not give a big enough applaud because it is not fantastic enough. And also, the hair, body hair. And more importantly, the makeup on the face is shown clearly. I once joked that not many people would tolerate their own face on this 108 million pixel camera. So this is what this camera with 108 million pixels is capable of. So many details. In order to demonstrate the charm of the camera, we work together with Discovery to initiate the plan for the finding the beauty of the world with this camera. Our photographers went to some beautiful places. Can you guess where it is? It is Hongcun village in Anhui province. It is known for its picturesque sceneries. This is what it looked like at 7 or 8 o'clock a.m. The villagers are taking water from the lake, and there are some travelers here. The gentleman there was taking the camera, and the lady was in the red dress and started their day. And let's go this way.
There's a wooden door with decouplet, antithetical coupling, which is a traditional, which is a Chinese tradition. And further down the street, there are 2 hostels. And right in front of the door, there are people fishing. It looks like a painting, but once you zoom out, you'd realize it all happens within one photo taken by this camera of 108 MP. So, as you can imagine, with this camera, you can you imagine how many details you can capture with it? Our cameraman went to Xinjiang Autonomous Region and he took a photo of a local farmer who was harvesting his crops, and as you can see in this picture, the look in his eyes, all the wrinkles, the texture of the skin, and when you zoom out, you see his posture right by the field, like millions of Chinese. He's working hard in order for there to be a good harvest in autumn. Our photographer also went on a trip to Mount Huangshan, and it was truly breathtaking. Misty, mountainous, with a lot of greeneries. Our photographer also paid a visit to metropolitan cities such as Shanghai, and this is the Bund, and this is in Guangzhou, the center of the city, with all the high-rising skyscrapers, and this is what it looks like when the night falls. All the glimmers, all the neon signs, truly beautiful. So as you can see, the photographer of ours, they went to many places, and when I looked at their works, I couldn't help but think, this is such a wonderful world, and there is so many beautiful sceneries to see. And with this set of photo album, I wish for the greater prosperity of China. As a concept cell phone, also a flagship project, it comes with an 108 MP high-resolution camera, but apart from that, it also comes with a 20 MP wide-angle camera with also great attention to details, because when you zoom in, it can capture the details in 1.5 centimeter. And apart from that, there is also a third camera which is specifically designed for taking pictures of people. It's a 12 MP, but of course it pales compared to the 108 MP high-resolution camera. And we also explored a lot of possibilities to improve the materials because we want to make it very good. So we first tried out titanium alloy. The frame this time around we used a titanium frame both on the upper and the lower side of the edge. Titanium was first used for the aerospace industry because it's very strong and also very light. It's when it comes to a weight to strength ratio, it's 3 times compared to stainless steel, making it both light and strong. And on the back of this device, we also use the precision ceramic, which comes in black. So the bar you can see there, it's made of a black precision ceramic, and also because we will have to put in there 3 cameras, we will have to put a protective layer on top of it. It is made of sapphire glass. So this time around, when we strived to develop a Mix Alpha, we used a lot of materials that are very, very expensive. I am talking about titanium alloy, I'm talking about the precision ceramic, and also sapphire glass. But when it comes to its configuration, I'm not going to go into details because this is truly the state of the art. Do you want me to elaborate? I don't think I want to do that. So, this project was first initiated about 2 years ago, and through it all, it took us over 1,000 people and 500 million RMB to make it a success. Overall, we explored 3 major areas. The first is the surround sound display, the second is the 100 MP pixel count, and the third is the material, which is best represented by titanium alloy. So you may want to know, why do we want to do this? Well, because we are explorers at Mix. When I say explorer, I mean someone with an appetite to chart on water, to go on uncharted journey, someone that's willing to go on a journey that no one has been there before, a long and winding road that is filled with peril, but because that is the only way to push the boundary of technology, and that is also the only way to push for technological progress. When we were doing this, we didn't really think about profitability. Rather, we would like to create something disruptive, and such is the spirit of Xiaomi, best represented by our engineers, each of whom aspires to develop something different, each of whom wants to live a great life. Xiaomi is home to a large team of great engineers. They work hard, very much like the farmer that I just showed you in Xinjiang Autonomous Region. They work very hard just for that moment of harvest in autumn. So I think that is the ethos of engineers at a Mix. And I think this is also why we started this journey to begin with. Like so many other high-tech companies, we aspire to build something big, and once we know what it is that we want, we'd work very hard, no matter how difficult the journey is, until we reach that final destination. It is within the heart of everybody at Xiaomi to build something that is state-of-the-art and to be the greatest company that ever is. And now I'd like to turn it over to engineers of Xiaomi, who will explain to you what it took them to develop Mix Alpha. So let's take a look at this video. Just now, I checked my WeChat and I received a lot of congratulations from my friends. Well, thank you all very much for your recognition. In fact, developing a concept cell phone is not an easy task. Rather, it requires a lot of hard work. It takes imagination, exploration, and also a lot of money, which is also very important. In fact, over the past couple of years, Xiaomi has been increasing its investment in RMB. Last year, we spent about 5.8 billion RMB, and this year we grew it by another 40%. I expect to see this number to exceed 10 billion RMB by next year. So, ladies and gentlemen, whether you are here or not, I'd like for everybody to clap their hand in recognition of the hard work by engineers at Xiaomi. So now we are still in the process of small-scale production of Mix Alpha. With the first generation, we didn't really try this, not at first, but when we saw it was very successful, we move on to scale the production. But now we're in the midst of small-scale trial production with Mix Alpha, and once successful, we'll try to see if we are able to start a scaled production by the end of this year. I understand that's a lot of hard work for the engineers, but we'll try to bring it to market ASAP. So in fact, prototypes have already been made available in many of our shops, so try them out if you'd like. A concept cell phone like this, because when we developed it, we didn't really thought about the hardware, the profitability, or retailing it something in the marketplace. So we used the best elements. So now, if it's a small-scale production we talk about, then it was almost 20 million, but now we believe this is the fair price for a small-scale production. This is mainly for the hardcore fans. So such is the 5G. The 5G concept cell phone with a surround display. So we something that we did a lot of experiment. We tried and achieved dozens of technological breakthroughs.